It's do or die time for Fnatic. This is a win or go home moment. It was 7-8 at halftime. They had a monumental comeback. It looked like FaZe was just going to run away with this one, but they managed to stop that momentum and get some rounds of their own. But now onto the offense. They've got to have a lot of success here. They've got to beat up FaZe, and we mentioned this defense is formidable. Not a whole lot of gaps, weaknesses that you can attack.
And Guardian is going to be up close with Rain. Two astounding pistol players. Rain's going to take down two and a third as well, and he may not be done just yet. The bomb's also dropped out. The hero of the round will fall, but surely he will be avenged. Lekro does have 100% of his health remaining and does have control of the bomb. That's pretty much as best as he could hope for in this kind of a situation, but and he's just encircled. CT's everywhere.
He's got absolutely nowhere to go. Oh, you've got to feel bad for the guy. Gonna try and take a fight up towards Fountain. Kerrigan's waiting right behind it. Easy kill with the CZ. Rain just giving us an example of what Fnatic's in store for the rest of this half. If you want to go B, it's Nico and Olaf. If you want to go towards A, it's Rain and Guardian. Like, there's not that I mean, that third shot, that third kill, even the second one when he only has 18 HP behind the rock, I mean, he puts himself in a great position. Basically a headshot angle, but still, I mean, just perfect shots to come out from Rain there.
Fnatic did look far better on their T side of Mirage than they did CT, but of course Overpass a whole different ball game altogether. Just trying to look at the optimistic side here, Jason. I want a close game.
Well, we'll see what they can do on this second round. Now they have invested quite a bit. The tough part is they only have that one smoke on Golden, so you're hoping either Lekro gets a pick with that Deagle, or you can punish this push, and it's a combination of both. It's Lekro with the Deagle, and it's Nico pushing. Olaf does trade that back immediately, spraying through smoke. Lekro walking into the bullets. But now Fnatic can begin their march towards the A bomb site.
And it's smart of Olafmeister to preemptively spray through the smoke, because he must know Lekro is trying to get his hands on the weapon. So Olaf is going to bring it back to equality. Of course, that's going to give FaZe in this circumstance the advantage, considering their firepower. Guardian does need to err on the side of caution, though, because he is going to get wrapped from long. And here is Rain once more. Bomb has been dropped out. Have to try and recover with reinforcements. Fnatic pushing one by one. Guardian falls next, but here comes Kerrigan, spoilt for choice. Flusher with his second consecutive CZ kill. Olafmeister has to come up clutch once again.
Oh, FaZe mismanaged a lot of those peaks. And Olaf. This is a tough position to be in. No kit. He's going to try and find one on the ground. I think one of his teammates did have one, which is probably what's being called out. He's got to figure out where it is, but not necessarily having time for this. Has to go search them down as well. Taps the bomb. That's going to force Fnatic out to the open. There's the first kill. Taps the bomb again, and he's just going to hold it, and JW's got the peak. Mistakes made by FaZe there, and they get punished for it. Not able to contain that hit from Fnatic. The CZs were able to swarm on each of the individual players inside that A bomb site.
Yeah, FaZe should be buying straight back into this. There's so many CT sides will. And again, we discussed this in the pistol. It's not going to get any easier for Fnatic. I mean, FaZe are ridiculously strong when it comes to Deagles, when it comes to CZs.
That's just a warning shot from Ray, and he's going to rotate back as well. He was one of the players the desk brought up as being phenomenal with the Deagle, the other one obviously being Nico. Flash out towards long. Rain hides for just a second. Goes for the shot, takes a couple. Doesn't have it, and he falls back. There goes Nico. Flusha doing a very good job. He gets both kills. And Rain's still trying to do work with his Deagle, but he has no idea how close JW is. JW is just biding his time.
Yeah, JW is counting those bullets. He's like, he's fired 5, he's got 2 left, and then I'll try and push him. But now, because the second player has shown himself, he's not quite as sure anymore. Karrigan using an angle you wouldn't necessarily anticipate if he pushed out the door of connector. So I like what FaZe are going for. It's just a case of, again, this is where the superior weapons should start to shine for Fnatic. They should be able to just choke this out.
It really should, especially, I mean, this is great play from JW, how patient he was. He was rewarded there. Karrigan still, even if Crim's open this, he's the only one here, and he's not going to get a gun that can really turn the tides of this round. And he doesn't get the kill anyway. So B bomb site is open. They know where Guardian is also. He's going to try and take this fight with JW. He's going to lose it. All 5 players alive for Fnatic as they even up the score.
Solid. Just keep it going as far as they're concerned. Replenish those nades, come back in again. Good hold by Flusher, even though he got tagged down to 14. And just a flashbang, so that could be an indication of some kind of a stack aggressive play, flashing in and seeing if they can get the work done with USPs, the P2000. And it is going to be all over on the A side.
Yeah, this is cool though. They're going to wait till they get to just past the tree mark. If you pop flashes while they're at the tree, that's plenty of cover for Fnatic to hide behind, to maybe make that this kind of a play more difficult. The question is, will Fnatic come there? I mean, if JW or Golden jumps into bathrooms and turns that corner and spots everything, the game is up. And even Rain is now pushing. I think he's going to flash over from the reverse side for top of stairwell. There it is, and no one's there, and that flashbang gives away the play that they're doing. JW just starts firing. Golden's gotten 3, 4, and 5.
Pad those stats.
Yeah, give it over to Golden. To put that in some kind of context, that's an ace. That's all 5 kills for Golden. He's got 6 total in the game so far.
Well, maybe that's the confidence boost. Maybe that's the inspiration he needed. FaZe will be straight back in with an AWP in the hands of Guardian. Gets flashed. That means his time spent the balloons is over. Especially when he doesn't have Kevlar. Just a couple nades fired his way will end his life. Wolfmeister trying to return the favor from what Flusher did against FaZe.
Here comes a late boost. This can be such a difficult angle to deal with for a player coming out door, but Lekwar's already out there. Underhands the nade, doesn't do any damage. And just all quiet across the map. It's very passive from both teams.
Eerily silent, just the noise of bouncing nades and rain spraying fools down. Golden and Crims didn't know what hitting. From the shadows, Rain will strike.
I think Rain's teaching Crims a lesson on how to play that spot. Crims was there so frequently and wasn't able to have a whole lot of success that Rain finds the perfect timing. Again, the sound cue, the pop flash from their teammates as they came up those stairs, just a blind and Alper watching that kind of gave away the game for Rain. The smoke wasn't in place quite yet to cover them from that peak.
Time dwindling, 25 seconds left. And Fnatic now forced into a desperation push, which we'll see Olofmeister get one. The flash pretty much going to end his life. Karrigan, although he concedes Nico's life, is still able to stabilize and get FaZe across to their double digits.
And those are the small mistakes that you can't make if you're going to beat a team like FaZe. You know, that half second between like when the smoke actually plumes and when they do the pop flash to come up those stairs, because if that smoke is in place, Rain can't find the angle. He can't find the spray as they line up. It's much more difficult for him at the very least. So that smoke not being in place kind of really ruined that round once the flashbang goes off. And now look at the confidence he's gotten. pushing up. He wanted to get more aggressive, but I think he felt like maybe the timing wasn't there. It's just JW. 3 players going to come up the stairs. We'll see if that flashbang comes out again. It's missed.
Pretty awkwardly too, because now they may have to expend another one. Guardian can quickly just nip around this wall if he sees a flash coming out and still be in position to land kills. Rain now deciding that aggression should alleviate some pressure onto Guardian, who has been flashed, and now that's going to leave Rain very much by himself, although not for long. JW will capitalize. Guardian's able to scamper back to the site and is joined by some of his teammates.
That smoke is awkward, though. It allows Fnatic to get close up. It allows them to be more aggressive and find some position, find a leg to stand on close to that A bomb site without any danger to it. So Guardian's kind of pinned down on the site. You can see he wants to be able to consider long, but he's got to stay honest. Kerrigan's here as well. He's going to flash. So 40 wants to clear up that exact position. He gets the kill. That's golden. And the bomb, he goes for more, not able to do it. They've done some damage as progress is made towards the site. And Guardian's going to go passive. He's got another teammate. He's got 2 more teammates here. 25 seconds left in the round.
The Guardian of A site will strike and deliver onto JW. He's going to get mollied out of position. Not far off on that flick. That Crow can count himself lucky, but luck may not be good enough. Crims with 2. He's been silent so far, but maybe this is his moment. He's got enough time to plant. No idea where Nico is. But now maybe hearing the footsteps as Nico comes into position, and Crims is unable to get the 1v3 clutch. Big moment for FaZe.
A couple stunning kills from Crims there. You almost feel bad for him. Almost wanted to see him with more time to adjust. Nico shooting the body as well. Letting him know. And you can see Nico is just hustling to get back into that retake because he knows with his timing, by the time he gets there, he's got Crims still pinned down into the bomb site.
You can see Kerrigan there really trying to amp up the crowd.
I think he did his job. I think the crowd was loving it as FaZe take a lead 11-10. He's at 24 and 17. And I have to feel like most of that is from this second half. We've had so many like double kill and triple kill rounds, it feels, that he's just shot up the scoreboard.
And it all started in the pistol on the CT side, where he picked up 3 on long by himself, no support at all. It is going to be Fnatic taking connector control, just rushing in, but it's going to be through a Molotov, so they're burning as a barbecue of Swedes.
So you got to admire the fact that they want to run this strat so badly they're willing to run through the Molotov, but JW, Lekro, and Crims all at 50 or below, and now they're basically out of utility, and they've gained nothing. FaZe was able to rotate in time and do so much damage that Fnatic didn't want to put any more aggression out onto the table.
One thing that may be in the back of FaZe's mind, though, is in a similar sort of buy to this, Fnatic actually punished them on the site, just rushed onto A. So this time more passive, making sure they have the angles covered. They did lose a player in bathrooms on that occasion, so you can see just how much deeper they're playing this time around. Only 1 smoke as well to execute off of Fnatic. This is looking pretty desperate.
And FaZe had rotated Kerrigan over early in the round when they felt all that pressure, and he hasn't left. So this is a read. Nico and Olaf, you can see because of that, they're playing so passive that if they get under too much fire, if they feel too much, if Fnatic comes their way, they can just play outside the bomb site, but it's not going that way. Kerrigan hiding for the moment, a missed shot from Guardian that's going to get him closer. There's Kerrigan peeking out. They now know his position. Going for more, swinging out just a bit wider. Finally taken down from long. But Rain is here with a double kill, and it's just down to Flusha.
It was looking a little bit sketchy for a moment when Guardian missed a couple of shots and Kerrigan wasn't able to get a second, but of course that man once again ice cold, able to get another two. 13-10 Fnatic, of course losing that first map. They are on the brink of being knocked out, and FaZe going across to the finals.
Oh, look at this from Guardian. He's switching things up, doesn't want to be passive any longer. He can smell the victory, and he's going to push down to the bottom of stairs. Waiting for the peak, and even Rain being aggressive to allow him the space to do this. The Guardian's just going to fall back. Didn't find the timing he wanted, so he gives it up.
Fnatic this time passive, just in connector and outside. Bomb drop towards T-spawn. Flusher right next to it. Most aggressive player is Lekro, who's already made inroads towards short. He's just watching. He's been in this position a couple of times already.
Hasn't felt like Fnatic's really wanted to go towards this A bomb site a whole lot, though. They've had a lot of rounds towards bathroom. At least the bomb has dropped out this way. Lekro's got a good position to allow them to come here if they choose to, because it gains map control and information. But at a certain point, I feel like FaZe gonna make some kind of an aggressive play to figure it out. It's gonna be 4 players towards the B bomb site now for Fnatic, so B does look like their endgame.
Especially with 35 seconds. Of course, Overpass with connector does afford you a quick rotation. But I feel like they need to get a pick in bathrooms if that were to be the case. From JW, and seeing as he's gone down, it's now guaranteed to be a B hit. Golden is going to get the entry, but he goes down to Nico, who gets a double. That could be the round securing double kill there from Nico. Carrigan, Guardian, both going to try and hold on to the site, and they will be successful. 14 rounds now, just 2 shy of the win.
And that's why we say this map is so tough to play FaZe on, just because Nico and Olaf get those 3 kills and deal massive damage onto a 4th. And Carrigan, the rotation between each of the bomb site, he knows his only job there, once those kills come out, is just to stay in water and just hold that portion of the bomb site so the retake can happen. If he loses that, then it can become scary. But because he still holds it, it allows his teammates who rotate over, someone like Rain, someone like Guardian, gives those guys such better angles and safer angles to peek into the bomb site from. Another timeout for Fnatic, down 10-14. Not too far now from elimination. It's going into the last stretch of this second map of this series. They are going to invest. They have the full losing bonus, so it's not a full outright force buy, but a half buy. CZs, they have plenty of utility. They can do a lot of different things with this, but they have to get close enough for those CZs to work.
Yeah, certainly. This is kind of the definition of a half buy. It allows you to have a bit of power in this round, but have plenty left in the tank for the next one. Lekro goes down, but does headshot Olofmeister, so he can't afford to peek too many more times. 20 health left. But Rain now decides he's going to play aggressive. All the information going across to FaZe clan, and with the nades flying in, they're going to have a stack on the B side. Nico moving into position. Carrigan's going to miss the spray, but Nico stands up. He can only get one. Carrigan from the side now going to spray down 2 players, and FaZe repel the push. Fnatic need 5 in a row.
Five in a row, that's what they need, and they haven't gotten any in the past 6. So this has been dominant from FaZe. This has been such a good stretch for them. And there's been a couple timeouts thrown out there by Fnatic as well to try and figure these things out, figure out what they can possibly do to break this defense, and it just hasn't happened. It's spearheaded by Rain, continuing to have such a good game. Now the op is the one that gets aggressive, takes a blind shot and misses, but Carrigan with the double op setup catches Flusha off guard towards B. And again, it's just Lekro over here, but Olaf and Carrigan together, they want to win this game, and they want to close it out right now. Olaf going to push all the way through T-spawn.
Last round was Rain pushing past Fountain. This time Olofmeister's getting information. Carrigan just going to hold this angle. Because Olofmeister's gone up monster already, he doesn't have to worry about his left-hand side. He knows he can just fully focus on the connector.
And he just started salivating with that bomb on the ground. That just makes his life so much easier. He knows at some point someone's going to have to come back for it. Oh, Fnatic, that might have been the last mistake for them.
Yeah, from here on out, it should be smooth sailing. Carrigan onto Lacro. Finally decides to move from his position, from his perch. And he will be butchered. Rain down to 6. It's a whiff flash from Guardian. Golden comes in for a kill. Can he somehow salvage this round? Salvage this map? No, is the answer, and Guardian will put the last nail in the coffin. FaZe go through to the finals.
It's a 2-0. Fnatic could never handle Reign, who had a stellar series, and all the aggression they brought out on the CT side of Overpass. We knew it was going to be tough. Indeed, FaZe do make it to the grand finals. Your first grand finalist of ESL Pro League here in Odense. Phenomenal game from Reign, 27-17, 22 kills for Carrigan, who had a good game as the end game leader, 21 for Olofmeister against his former teammate, and he knocks them out of the event here.
Any worries about the shaky start with FaZe are completely gone now. They looked awesome in that best of 3, and I've got to say I'm worried for whoever faces them in the finals.
Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? They are looking deadly dangerous with a great map pool as well, and everyone's eyeing up that FaZe versus SK grand final, aren't they? That BO5 series.
Fnatic, they had moments, but ultimately they came up short. Still, to get through to the semi-finals, I think that's a pretty solid showing for Fnatic, all things considered.
It is, especially because, I mean, this is a team that we knew was going to, need some improvements and need to take some steps forward, and obviously we saw a lot of that in the online season, and then to see a lot of, for the most part, backed up. I mean, they've lost here, yes, but it is to one of the best teams in the world, one of the top 2 teams at the moment, maybe like top 3 at worst. So you can't be too upset about that. Saw some very cool things out of Fnatic, a bit of a resurgence in the core 3 that are still within the lineup. We saw some tactical innovations, a lot of variety in the way they opened up rounds, which is very fun to watch. So they've got a solid foundation to build on, looking towards the major qualifier in the major. Regardless, we're going to head it down to the stage. OJ's ready for the Xfinity post-game interview.
Cheers, Honeybun. Right, here we go. Taluga Deva Super Seats.
They like it, they like it.
Did that work?
That worked, you heard them.
Thank God for that. I practiced that so hard. I was worried it was a rude phrase someone had given me. You and the FaZe clan there did it in 2. That was a brutal showing.
Yeah, we felt good, especially after the veto. We expected a train pick, but they picked Rush against us, and I'm just happy they did that because I feel like we're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world on Mirage.
I called it earlier on that you've got the most badass roster in CS at the moment. You guys are proving it.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be this Rockstar. They're so hard working. Every time we lose a match or best of 3, we go to work hard on our mistakes, and we just improve. From first day of this tournament, we have been improving, and we haven't lost since first day.
And just a word about being the only Dane left in this competition on Danish soil here. What has it been like?
I'm just happy to be part of this. I mean, I want the trophy to stay in some Danish hands, and I'm here to do that. And with all that support, it's just amazing, and that's why we play CS.
Well, we're in Denmark. I tried some Danish earlier on. What do you want to say to the Danish fans?
I er fandme fede, drenge. Det er fucking hyggeligt at spille for jer, og I skal også være i morgen. Så tager vi den pokal! Er vi klar?